hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode
Mhm.
of Diary of a Professional in this new year. This is Ashley.
Amen. This is Lou.
Welcome, everyone. Before we start, let's get into our gratitude. I'll start. That's fine. I think I am just grateful for the holiday season to be over.
Ooh.
I felt like, I don't know, I felt like it was a long holiday season. Well, of course, we're still, for some people, probably still celebrating it in some way, somehow.
Hmm.
I think the Three Kings Day or the Day of Epiphany
Yeah,
are
the
like the
eighth.
last day of of Christmas season.
Hmm.
Either way, I don't go that far down. I stop right here. So I am just grateful for the end of holiday season because I just felt like it was just long. Or maybe I was just out a lot. I don't know. But it was like,
Uh-huh.
it was a lot happening.
Crazy.
So I'm happy to
Crazy.
now just sit down in this cold month of January.
Yeah.
That's what I'm grateful for.
Yes. 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 Me. Okay. Listen, we made it in 2023. I'm gonna just be grateful because I swear, even when it comes to like the last like week or so of December, snatching people up, you like, this person died and this person, and you like, a lot of people don't see that new year. And I was with family, which I'm always grateful for, especially when we come together, even though it was, for a sad occasion, we all came together. And I have this one cousin who cries at like the drop of a dime, and she's like, y'all don't understand, like 100% of the time my heart is so full that it only takes a little bit to get me to cry. And it
Mm-hmm.
like dawned on me to be that grateful all the time and in such a state of joy, almost, that anything can bring tears to your eyes. I was like, that's beautiful. You still gonna make fun of her, but that is amazing. And I think I am grateful for family, and like, you know, to hopefully get in such a space that you're just like always looking like, I have it so good, like I have it so amazing that you could just cry. And so yeah, I'm grateful.
I like that. And I like that perspective because I
Yeah.
don't feel like that point of view is not really said as much. So I'm
Hmm.
happy you're, because it was so transparent about that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
She almost started crying right there. We saw it in her face. We saw it. But yeah, I thought it was beautiful. So
I can't. Okay, so since it's the new year,
hmm.
we're gonna talk about, you know, how we feel about the new year. You know, any plans for the new year?
Uh-huh.
Anything that we're trying to strive for this new year?
Right.
So this is a new year, new you type of situation.
Ain't it
What
always?
are we? What are we trying to do for this
Mm.
2023? You know,
Yes.
that's our topic for today. We're keeping it light.
Yeah,
So
nothing too crazy. Hopefully.
yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Marlon?
I
What do you
mean,
have any
in the
plans?
beginning
Anything?
of the year, literally from the time that the clock strikes 12, my countdown kind of begins, because February 1st, like it's literally a month till my birthday from the time, of New Year's. And well, first of all, as being Haitian, it's also my, Haitian independence. So I always, remember that. And I'm starting off the new year with some soup joumou for like the next 3 days. And that is my
Mm-hmm.
life. And I am grateful for that. But no, it does bring me to like, everyone like tries to reflect, for the new year or whatever. But it's like, then I'm like, okay, what am I doing? What are my plans? What is my next year around the sun going to look like? And I'm trying to like, I guess, slow down a little bit more, be a little more intentional, reprioritize what my needs and my wants,
Mhm.
and how I see myself in different aspects, whether that's in my career as a parent, um, as a homeowner, and just for myself, or myself first, I would say, my realignment with God, getting, all those things. I think it probably starts at those top two to help trickle down and manage all the other things in life. So that's kind of where it's like, okay, like I think this time I'm
Mm.
actually going to write it out so I can see it,
Mm.
like kind of benchmark. Okay, where am I? Whether 3 months from now, 6 months from now, if I have to add things, amend things, because life is ever changing, if anything else. So what might work or what I think will work now might not, later on. So yeah, I gotta write that out and like be honest with myself and sit with myself and like that's why I was like, you know what, this year I don't think I'm getting on a plane. And like, I could, and Ashley would be right there with me. But yeah, sometimes, you gotta just sit that ass down and you'll be all right. You know what I mean? Like, I will see parts of the world that I need to see when I want to see it. But right now, I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'll be just fine. So,
No, I completely get that. Well, Marlo. I mean, to the masses who out there who listen, I am a person who writes everything out. I literally pen to paper, type that I can see. If I do not write it out,
mhm,
I don't feel like it's happening.
right.
If I'm putting that energy from me onto a paper or putting that energy on a Microsoft Word or whichever Google Docs,
Yeah.
it is not happening. I need to it's like my way of manifesting
Yeah.
something. So it's my way of creating my world
Yeah.
and how I visualize it. So I am a big proponent of writing down because if it's not written, that mean that's not your plan. It's just a thought.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
just a flighting thought, you know. But once you like write it down, it's like, okay, this is what I really want to do. Let's elaborate on this more. Let's
Mhm.
think about this more. How? When?
Like
Time?
concrete.
Yeah, it becomes concrete, and then it's like, there's no way I can't do this. Of course I'm doing this, you know. So I am big on that. That's how I plan I'm a planner.
Yes.
That's how I plan
Yes.
out my whole
Yes,
life,
she is,
honestly. Of course,
y'all. Woo! Thank God for
I'm a
that.
planner. I'm a planner. I just plan out my life. Of course, life, as my dad always say, the only constant in life is change, which is
Mhm.
true. So things change, of course. Um, and God directs you wherever you want to go,
Yes.
where He wants you to go sometimes, rather, I
Yeah.
should say. But definitely seeing it on paper or seeing that, you know that sometimes, not even sometimes, God will make that
Yeah.
happen for you. So, yeah, I'll say that for sure. I do like that idea
Yeah.
for sure. In terms of 2023,
Mhm.
I feel that I am ready to make some moves in my life,
Mm.
but I'm trying to plan
Okay.
out how I'm gonna handle all these
Yeah.
things. I need to figure out the way I'm gonna do all these things, but I don't like being stagnant.
Mhm.
That is for sure. I felt like these past few years, in particular, the past 3 years, 4 years, I just needed time to rest.
Yeah.
I just needed time to just rest and just work and just focus on me, not focus on. I love to travel,
Right.
you know, and I just needed to take a step back and say, at that point in time, am I traveling so much because I mean, traveling is a part of escapism, but I'm like, am I escaping too much
Mhm.
from my own reality?
Mhm.
So I was like, what should I focus within myself that makes me feel home, that I'm not up to fly out everywhere, which I do love learning about new places and cultures and very, very, take.
Right.
But also, there is that escapism part, you know? So I feel these past few years I really worked on myself and now I'm kind of ready to like explore again.
Look at the caterpillar
Um
turning into the butterfly. I love it.
yeah. So I'm ready to like get back out there again in terms of traveling.
Mm.
I am kind of ready to see what else I can do professionally. Do I want to further some more certifications or I'm trying to figure out what would work best for me,
Right.
do I still want to live in Queens? Do I still want to live, I'm really
Girl,
trying
for
to
real.
figure out. I'm really trying to figure out, what's really working for me and
Yeah.
what what will stay around with me right now for the next half of my other 30s.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to pave the way for the next part of my 30s.
Hmm.
I feel like this is what I'm really doing.
I feel like, you enter in your 30s and it's like there's like brand new set of eyes. And then that other half, once you're there, is kind of like, okay, I feel like it's a pivotal point, like setting yourself up for your 40s. And they say it's even better on that side. But you also want to make sure you feel like you're ready and you accomplish the things that maybe you wanted to accomplish or challenge yourself in the ways that you wanted to before you hit, that benchmark and you like really like a whole grown up almost. You know what I mean? Like I feel like right now we can kind of still get away with it. But I feel like once you hit 40, baby, ain't no playing. Ain't no playing.
That's it.
Like what have you done for yourself? And we've done well, I would say, but sky's the limit. And yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's interesting because I felt like when you were in your 30s, like back then when I was in my 20s, like
Yeah.
that's it. Like I hit the top. Like there's no more necessary
Right.
things to be doing.
Yeah.
I should know everything and I planned out everything.
Hmm.
But, I don't even know if I'm coming or going some days. So I realize
Yeah.
there are so much things to do, so much growth in me to do. That I realized I was like, yeah, I don't think it's my 30s. I think it's my
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah. I just love looking forward to that, like getting deeper into my I don't give a fuck bag. Like, it's just so nice when in certain aspects of yourself, you're more sure of yourself. So, like, outside noise, I really could give a fuck. People who might not have experienced what you have or are in that direction, your opinion really holds no weight. And to not have, everyone's word in your head, it's very peaceful. So yeah, so getting deeper in my I don't give a fuck. It's beautiful.
Yo.
It's beautiful.
And getting deeper into I don't give a fuck is so real. Um, it may frighten people sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like a,
They don't believe it.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know
don't do this
why.
thing.
I've never given you any other reason to think otherwise. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. But I think also that's almost like a sad part because so many people can't relate. That is like, no wonder y'all move the way y'all move. And no wonder the way the internet is the way it is. It's like, y'all care too much about people who don't matter, people you don't know, people who are haters to begin with, people who haven't accomplished half of what you've done or have the kind of motivation you have or maybe the kind of blessing. Some of the things we might have is not because of anything I've done or anything I've deserved, but the blessings, baby.
Mm,
Favor ain't fair, and I'm aware of that. And that's like, listen, I could be thankful for that all day, okay? But I'm gonna just, all right, I'm gonna cute. Keep it cute. Yeah,
Exactly. No, I hear you
yeah. And hopefully keep
on
that
that.
favorite going. You know, my constant, you know, hope for myself is what I want for myself is an alignment of what God wants for me so that it can be as smooth a road as possible. Because, child, yeah.
I think that's just always the main aim, just being like, am I in my purpose
Mm-hmm.
that God want me
Mm-hmm.
to be
Yes.
in? And I feel that in 2022, I've been really trying to work on that path.
Okay.
And it made me kind of almost recluse in a way. Like I was not really like speaking with anyone much,
Mm-hmm.
doing much, believe it or not. I was just really speaking with God,
Yeah.
honestly, because I just want to make sure I'm aligned, right?
Right.
And I feel that's why for 2023, I'm like, okay, all right. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I know what He wants me to do,
Right.
which path I should go, you know. And y'all gonna see this year. There's gonna be some. It's gonna be an interesting ride, I think, this year. But I think that's the most important key
Yeah.
with going into any year or any time. Just like, what is your purpose?
Whew.
It,
Yeah. That can be scary though. I'm not gonna hold you. Even when you
yeah,
feel like you know whatever, and it's like, all right, you have something, but what you doing with it? And are you doing what you're supposed to do with it? You know what I mean? Like, is it only self-serving? Because I feel like there hits a point where if you're the only one that benefits, like, I don't know, maybe becomes I come from that service kind of mentality, or it's kind of what I do, and you know, in being raised to like think about others, like I'm not going to, you know, bend and bleed so that others can have a smile on their face. No, but there is a certain kind of fulfillment and joy that comes when you are able to put a smile on someone's face and do for them, and provide certain things that, maybe they didn't see they needed. You know what I mean? Going that extra step, and I don't know, and listen, if you can make a paycheck off of it or whatever, it's a blessing, because I think those are the things that, sometimes a job is a job. Oftentimes a job is a job. But it's those moments that you're like, you know what? I'm where I'm supposed to be. And that's when I feel like that's kind of sometimes like God being like, okay, you're on the right path. You're where I need you to be in the season. And I love that. You know what I mean? I would hope that more people can experience that, and I get it. Certain things are a means to an end, and that's not going to be everybody's season. Some people's season is sitting that ass down. Some people's season is taking a step back,
yep.
reevaluating, cleaning house, whatever that looks like. You know, the people around you, things you involve yourself with. I think a lot of times taking inventory of the things that really do take your time, whether that's your phone or, a video game or this or that or whatever, really realizing, okay, this is taking up a majority of my time, and that shapes a lot of who you are. And is that who you want to be? You know what I mean? So, and being more productive with your time too, if you're trying to accomplish some things, because you are going to have to make a schedule for yourself. You're not going to always be motivated every day, but you got to be disciplined. And I think I'm working on doing that as well. Like I know there's certain things I need to do that I'm not gonna wanna, but I gotta be like, okay, no, 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 you gotta make time for this because you want this. At the end of the day, you want it. And, like we always say, you got to do some shit scared. You got to do it scared. And, sometimes you got to do it not fully prepared. Sometimes you got to do it with not having all the tools. And oftentimes you got to do it by yourself. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the work that you did, that conversation was to be had with no one but you and God. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes some people are afraid to be by themselves with their own thoughts. And that's why
Mhm.
you can go through, 2021, 2022, hopefully not 2023, but it could be very possible with nothing really changing, nothing tangible taking hold. You know what I mean? You gotta plant those roots firm and deep to see, long lasting fruit. So that is the plan. you know,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely. And for anyone who thinks they can't do anything, you can really do it. And I say that because I think back of 2016.
ooh, that's some time ago.
Yeah. And it's sometimes 7 years ago now.
Jesus.
But 7 years ago was, I didn't know how I pulled it off,
Mhm.
but I did. I was doing clinicals in the day, working at nights. I was traveling, going to Thailand, going to Martinique. Oh gosh, I'm pretty sure we went somewhere else in the midst of
I'm
it.
sure.
Uh, I think we probably even no, but those are two things that's like is in my mind. We went to Thailand, Laos, Martinique.
Yeah.
I was maid of honor also that year,
Ooh, that ain't nothing like I know.
and I graduated.
On time.
Well, I did all. I don't even know when I look back on it. I was like, what was I doing?
Yeah.
But the way I was like, this all got to get done, and this all got to get time from me, and I have to be great at each part of it.
Yeah.
Whatever I do, I got to do it well. Whatever I'm doing, I just got to do it well. So I say this because if anyone is trying to, I don't know, have that, but it's the top of the year when most people want to go to the gym. And everyone want to go to the gym, but then want to start back school, but want to do this and want to do that. It can be done.
We can.
I don't want anyone to feel so discouraged. It's overwhelming, absolutely overwhelming, but it can all be done if you really want it. If this is like the year you feel like I need to start these things and implement these things, you can make it happen.
Yeah.
It'll be tough.
Yeah.
You're gonna start questioning it into sometimes like what did I just do?
Listen.
But it will get done. It will get done.
And that's when your inner circle comes to play, that, when you got to really look at who your circle is. Like, some people have different groups. Like, this is my party group, this is my friend group, this might be my church group, this might be my family, whatever. But you got to know who maybe you need an accountability person or partner, or, someone, your group who maybe you need to vent to. Maybe you're not looking for solutions because you already know what you need to do. You just need to let it out and get it out,
Yeah.
to, someone who can respond back to you, just give you that encouragement, because baby, you gonna need it. You're gonna need it. We can really talk ourselves into anything and out of anything if we really want to. So when you find yourself calling on more excuses than solutions, that might mean when you got to ring somebody up and be like, yo, friend, you know what I mean? And know who that person is for you, who has your interest at heart, who is, someone who maybe could pray over you, and not someone who's just like listening so they could carry it to the next person or not really provide the answers that you need. I think helps and goes along the way.
No, I yeah, I absolutely agree with that too. Because we all need that person or support or whatever we need to get to that goal as
Hmm.
well. You know,
It's true. It's true. And
and
even like
well,
sometimes, like, I'm not going to tell my grandmother my whole business, but thank God I still have a praying grandmother. I'll be like, girl, just say a word for me, please, in this moment. And she'd be like, girl, I already knew. And I was already doing that, but I got you. Half the things I swear is because of her, because she just be doing that undercover work, well, like, whew, child.
oh,
Praying grandmother. Ooh, 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 ooh.
don't we know it?
Yes.
We ain't lying on that one
Mm-hmm.
at all. But yeah, y'all, let us know
Mm-hmm.
what y'all think about the new year for 2023. It's been a tough few years.
It had.
Honestly, it's been a blur from 2020 on.
Yeah.
And I really don't want this year to be a blur. I just
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want this to be a blur for us. I feel like this is the year, y'all. This is the year,
It's a
you
Jordan
know.
year, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. So
You're right. Listen, if you're still in the fog, some people had it worse than others. So,
this is true.
even for like healthcare, it might have been crazy, but we've always had a job throughout. And if anything, people leveled up during this time. But there's a lot of people who still haven't recovered. And if you're still in recovery phase, at the end of the day, run your race. You have to run your race, baby. Because if I was busy trying to be in Ashley's lane, I'm a swerve in mine. I can't do that. I can't be in the next person's lane because you like the whiz kid. Like you gotta just run your race. Like I don't know what else to say. Go ahead, home girl.
Stay in y'all lane, y'all.
Yeah.
Stay in y'all lane. But yeah, like it's the new year. We don't want it to be a blur. We want it to be a good year. Let us know y'all thoughts for the new year. Whatever you have in mind, don't deter yourself from it.
For sure.
You know, just do it. Just do it. And we hope to share with you guys along this year what we're doing
Yeah.
for ourselves as well, you know?
There's always something in the
So,
works. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. But that's it. Let us know y'all thoughts.
Yes.
Like, subscribe. Let us know.
Yeah.
Till next
Have a
time.
happy new year, y'all.